There you go.
Oh, hello, my friends. It's me, Cynthia, and Marty Balbun, and Azalea Bell,
Hi.
and our friend Alexandra. And we are Green Girl Studios, and this is the Great Beat Extravaganza DESTASH event, and we've been having a good time all day long. Learning from our friends, and also really busting it trying to get all this stuff loaded up onto our shop for you to see. And I think we have a pretty good blend of things to share. It was fun. I went through some of my boxes and I was like, listen, I've had these crystals for like 1,000 years. And by 1,000, I mean like 20. Some of them not so long. Some of them from different time points. Some from last year, some from 10 years ago. I love sparkles. I love crystals. Many of us do. Who doesn't, right? And I had a good time in the 90s. I went and tried to find 90s garb, but some of that stuff didn't really survive. But when everyone was going chambray with everything, that was part of that fun. And not to forget stuff on ribbon. Remember these guys? Remember that? Remember this? Does anyone remember ribbon jewelry? Oh, I see we have a lot of people already joining us. Hello, my friends. I see Christina Flack. Christine says, okay, your kitty is amazing. That's Marty. That's my son. And he is a very loving cat. He knows today it's time to work. We don't usually work on Fridays for lives. We usually go on Wednesdays and Sunday. So this is a different time for us. I see Shannon. Hello. Karen. Hello. Nancy. I see two Nancy. And I see my friend. I see Karen. I see Wendy. And Wendy says, good Lord, I still have a lot of ribbon. Don't we all? All right, my friends, let's get to it. We have an hour, 1 hour only. Oh, hey, pretty ladies, all of you. You guys don't even know we have a full thing here. What do you call it? Full table. The table is full of people. I see Anne. I see June. Hello, June. Hello. We'll give folks a few minutes to join us. Has everyone been having a fun day? This was kind of an unplanned event. Maybe a month and a half of plotting and planning. Brooke says, you literally need to create a replica charm of Marty. I have a flat one that's kind of a tear-up shape, and it says, what greater gift than the love of a cat? Isn't that true?
Oh, he agrees.
Oh my gosh, he said that's true. Sometimes he watches me work and puts his input. If I'm working too much, he'll put his paw on me and be like, it's time to give me a treat. And then, that's what we do. Morphing Design says, did I miss Marty's treat?
No.
Not yet. Mary says, Marty looks quite spiffy. And I see Karen says, hello, very seriously. Hello, Karen. I see. Oh, Wendy, day off work and beads. Perfect. I would agree with that statement. We had a good day. There was an estate sale in our neighborhood. And you know what we got? We got kayaks, 3 of them. So 3 of us can flop around in the water with no oars. I did not notice. Alexander was like, so do you have oars? And I was like, I forgot. We're not just going to get in there with our arms and dog paddle. But I guess I was so excited. But anyway, we got 3 kayaks. They're sitting on the driveway right now. I was like, I'm ready to get in it right this minute. Oh, Deborah says, so cute. And Mary says, right on cue. What a beautiful cat. He is a good boy. And the red panda pendant does look like Marty. I would agree with that. Oh, I see so many comments coming in. I'm going to get started because we have 1 hour. And we dumped a bunch of crystals. I had a bunch of them from forever. And I was like, oh my God, do all this. Do anybody use crystals anymore? It seems like they've gone kind of out of fashion for a minute. And part of that, as we all know, as many of us know, in 2021, the company that we shall not name, that starts with an N, ends in an I think we all know what it is.
Starts with an S.
Ends with what did I say?
N.
N. It's not N. It's S. In my mind, I saw an S, and out my mouth came N. So you never know. So when they decided to say, hey, nobody is going to be allowed to sell this crystal anymore, except for us on our website. We're putting away the craft industry. A lot of people were like, do what? I mean, that's nice, but what do we do? So you can't even mention it because your video will get shadow banned. So anyway, and also there were a lot of copycat crystals that came out on the time, and so they couldn't get the price. That was the thing, is the price was a difficult thing to get because they've been expensive forever, these crystals, and beautiful for a reason. They're really gorgeous. And so what I've done is I compiled a bunch of it, and we separated some down so you can see what we did. So it's not like, hey, what's in this big pile of sparkle? So we kind of spread it out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this camera around. And in a second, because I'm going to give this cat who's patiently been waiting next to me for like an hour. Bazilli, what are you doing? Look at this noise.
I thought there was, he must have, there's one
one.
left. And then I got a second package. I didn't want to open one while there was one open still.
He's like,
weak. Well, no, look,
so
you can open the second pack for him though. Oh,
no,
sorry.
don't eat it from my palm. Eat it right here because I don't want him to lick my palm.
It's kind of cute.
Okay, so he's like, where's another one? And before, I think he understands English, y'all, because I was like, if you have a cat and it's per 4 pounds, 4 pieces per 6 pounds. If he's like, I'm 28 pounds, he's only 20 pounds. This is his favorite stuff. He's helping me. Sometimes he helps so much. Would you get a little bowl, Zelia, so that he doesn't have to try and get I don't know if you all see this, but cats go crazy for this. Fancy feast, savory treats. So I know I'm supposed to be getting this. I've got 56 people watching. I'm going to feed a cat.
Everybody
in
wants
front
to
of
see it
everybody.
though. Everybody likes it.
I see Robin. Hello, Robin. Hello, fabulous humans. I would agree with that. All right, baby. You got 2. He's like, you don't have to jump down to eat it.
He wants to eat in private, I
He
guess.
will sometimes growl as he's eating it. So that's his thing. All right, here's what I want to do. I'm going to flip this camera around.
He will surely be back for more.
He will be.
In about 5 seconds, he's going to jump back up and be ready for round 2.
All right, Azalea.
Yeah.
Is it almost time? We're going to flip this camera on. We have limited budget on time. Oh,
Yep,
he's like, where's the next
timed
one?
it, and it's right there. What are you doing? Here we go. Sorry. You want to flip? You ready?
Wait. He wants to. He's like,
Oh. Y'all, hold on. Let me switch it back.
He's going to gobble it up. He just gobbled it. He didn't even.
Oh,
there he goes.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. Don't worry about that. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I don't have my usual more professional grade camera holder.
Oh yeah, before we continue, I'm going to drop a link that's to our special DESTASH page for today. We have stuff on there that's being that's just discounted for today. So here's that collection, a link to our website.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Just, for this.
All right. So I'm going to start. Pass me some stuff, little daughter.
You don't want to show that stuff briefly first?
Oh, okay. Here is, look at this business. Look at this. So what we're going to be doing, this is, I dumped so much crystal in here. So let me tell you what this is. I bought at some point, what did I do? I wanted to make some fairy jewelry. I did a show maybe 5 or 6 years ago at where was this hotel downtown? And it was a fairy show that a friend of ours put on. And it was pretty fun. But I think I bought more than I needed. And so this is a mix here of Czech and Chinese and Austrian crystals. This is what this looks like before I'm going to put in the Swarovskis, because I kept those. Shoot, I wasn't supposed to say it. You guys don't draw attention to it. So anyway, this is, some of them have AB finishes. This is not even before. It's unreal. Oh, Karen's having trouble, Zoe. It says the shop is unavailable. Nancy says, wow. And Liz says, Marty's the star. Marty's always a star.
How can the shop not be available?
I don't know. Zoe's going to give it a check.
It's on my end. It's working. Maybe it's your internet.
Check your internet. Ours is, for once, ours is not the problem. Isn't that amazing? So what we have here, this is the blend with nothing added to it from this collection, which all this, we're going to toss it all in there in a second. This is the Swarovskis. These are all bicones that I had in my pocket that I love. The colors, you can see my palette. And you can see that 90s influence with all the dark ones in there. And I have some CZs that are going to go in. And Wendy says, none of us has ever bought more than we needed. You know how I, so. Karen says, I don't know where that came from because it's working fine and I didn't type that comment. That's weird, Karen. Bizarre land, bizarre. So here's some more CZs. I've got a bunch of this stuff to go in. And here's a star. I have another case. This was already poured in, but I thought, hey, I ought to separate out some of these guys because this is the Pad Parasha color. I don't know about y'all, but this is one of my favorites. That's already in here, but I dumped half of them into this so you could see it clearly as that, you know, most precious sapphire color. Oops, let's put those back in here. And this, do you guys remember these from the 90s? Remember this? Well, I'm going to show you how to do this on Sunday. I don't have time tonight, but if you tune back in on Sunday, then you will see the full business of how to do it. You're going to love it. It's so easy. You're going to be like, Thornton, what's going on? And you see this thing shaking? Don't worry. It's just my super, super cheap.
It's just a little bit jank.
Super jankety. And I made this one a few minutes before. This is with the crystals that line that bowl. These are the bigger ones. And this is one of the things you can do. This is so fun and easy. I did a quick rainbow. I didn't finish it off. You can finish it with a button or something fun like that. Or this is a slide, macrame slide. This one I didn't finish out. You can tie it. You can make a headband. For young girls, I made this, well, back in the day, I would just tie her on my neck. But
Like a choker.
Yeah, choker, burn the end. But anyway, this is good. I'm going to show you how to do this on Sunday, so I have a little bit of time and energy to do the whole thing. But for this day, we're doing the DESTASH and we're showing what's up. Okay, little daughter, pass me one of those kits so I can show what is on sale. So we have some kits here.
I'm taking care of it.
She's passing it.
That one is those. I think we only ever sold by lot.
Oh, all right. So do you want to do that now, or do you want to do it later?
You can just show it now. There's only 4 of them. There's no lot number, and I did not figure out how much they even cost. So you could always skip to the next thing because.
All right. Well, we'll do that. But I was we'll wait on this one till Zelia can.
You can show it, but anybody can remember it.
Pass me another one. Where are you going, little daughter?
Hold on.
She's doing something festive.
Causing me, making me feel irked.
Sometimes a stink bug will fly in here because sometimes I leave the doors and windows open because I like a breeze.
You can show these. All right, so this one is called that one's the Cotton Candy Skies.
Oh, so this is on
that
sale.
That one's on the DESTASH page on the link.
So this one contains, let's talk about it. This contains 2 of these kind of hooks. It's like a spring clasp. It's cool because you can use these guys to, check this out. They're neat. I might need to wipe your lens because this thing it looks foggy.
It's just always messed up.
No, it's just foggy.
It's cracked. It's always cracked. It gets cracked like you breathe on it wrong and it gets cracked. It's just a cheapo screen protector.
Tell me it's foggy. All right, and it comes with, I must have left that other one, a little sterling earring hook, shepherd hook in there, and then this collection of beads. I'm going to find something to write that down. I bet there's some. Okay, one moment, please. Sorry. And then I feel like that's a little bit better. Oh, so Wendy's making a kit with our wood nymph. I like that story. That's a good feeling. I love that. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate you. So this is in, what was this called, little daughter? Cotton
Candy Skies?
It started with a C.
Coconut.
Listen, I was close. Coconuts are close to cotton candy.
Really?
Right? I had a latte that had coconut syrup, and that was a first. This one contains So what's in here? Let's talk about it. I have this pink quartz with these little flecks of black tourmaline. See how they're like, if they're silver, it's mica. And just like with rutilated quartz that comes with different colors of rutiles, this type of material is in the same family, and you can get different colors. Sometimes it comes in a red, like striations or rutiles, and that's how you get strawberry or cherry quartz. And that's what this kind of cushion cut right here is. This is water clear quartz, and these little, check these, aren't these sweet? These little obsidian hearts, aren't those charming? Azalea made little earrings out of that. And then rhodochrosite, little stars, aren't those charming? So this is a pink and black kit. There's a handful of pewties in there. That's pewter, fine pewter spacers. It looks like there are brass spacers in there. Let's just see. Let's just dump it out into my hand. Look at that. Pretty good, huh? Pretty nice. You get a lot for your money. Nice. I'm excited about that one. Don't worry, I'm picking up all the beads. I could see Alexander, her eyes were like, what? It's rolling all over the place.
It's probably fine.
It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
When we hang up tonight, we're going to make earrings. That's the plan anyway. Yes. It's going to be fun. So if you want this, we have 4 left, and it's on discount. So get it. I'm not going to make it again. These kits, when it's done, it's done. I don't make doubles, just because sometimes that kind of feels boring.
Yeah.
I have never been able to do doubles of things.
Oh, it's hard to replicate it also because of what's in it. Sometimes you can't always find what's in it.
There's so much variety too. Like, it's a new adventure every kit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
True. And
right.
That's an adventure for me because I like to make jewelry. So I want to pick stuff that I'm going to actually use. And do you have a wooden bowl over there handy, little daughter, so I can...
I've been on a constant dig and hunt for some wooden bowls that are not being used. What do you need a wooden bowl for?
Because I want to pour it, but I want to pour it in my hand. Or get me a glass bowl, something pretty, so I don't have to do this with this. Oh, it looks better if I'm not like, hey guys, you want to look into my palm?
Hey, it's not
look into my palm. This is pretty. Look at this. Gem grade lepidolite. That's this gold. Look how it shimmers. Lepidolite usually comes in light lilac purple. This was kind of exciting to find because I usually see it in a different kind of blush color. And this one also contains, that's tourmaline right here, that blue and pink. I found pastel tourmaline, and that's what the small beads in the bottom, that's what we're looking at here.
This is kind of decorative.
Thank you. Ooh, I got this in a flea market in Paris.
Wow.
Yeah, that's silver inlay. And then when I polish it, a long time ago. It is fancy, but I gave $2 for it. So
I love that.
I know.
That's the best kind of fancy.
I know my dopamine. I'm still like, and I only paid $2. You guys know that when you get like a good find. I love a find. So that's what's in this kit right here. Let's take a close look. I'm trying to keep an eye on the time so I don't go over. I don't want to get anybody mad at me and say, Cynthia, stop hogging. Because that can happen.
It's okay because they give a 30-minute gap between.
There's a gap so everybody can use the bathroom. This is one of my all-time favorite beads that's in here. You guys don't, you're like, well, that is one of your all-time. It is because it has a sort of gelatinous frog egg kind of feel to it. I know that's really selling it to you, but it is so weird and it looks like it's a boba, you know, doesn't it? But
yeah.
But they look so pretty in the sunlight. Anyway, this that's pink opal. So pink opal, tourmaline, gem grade lepidolite, and then there's some little pewter things that I made. There's a bird and there's some bead caps. So this is also part of the DESTASH sale.
That one's the water lily.
So this is water lily.
Yeah, if these don't sell after today, we're probably just going to take them off the site and just reuse the beads in something else.
Maybe.
Like,
sometimes I give them as gifts. I will say that I have one that I set aside that somebody's going to get, and that's this one. I couldn't find the rest of This one of you today is going to get this. And this is, I don't remember what this is called. It's not on the website. It's sold out. I found one just sitting up there, and it might be one that I started and used partial, but this is going to be in the giveaway today. One of you will receive an invoice for the shipping because I don't want to pay the shipping. But, you know, I don't think that's a big thing to is shipping. This one has amethyst. This here is a really beautiful, they call it silver sheen obsidian. Look at that. There's another name for some of it. What's the frog egg gem so pretty? That one is called, let me think about it a second. I'm going to come back to it, Nancy. It's basically like a rose quartz. It's in the quartz family, and it has inclusions. I don't know if there's a technical name for it, but I was told that it was called rose water quartz. So that's the name I'm going with. It has a sparkle to it, and I'm a big fan. This is an iolite blend. See that? That's iolite. And pearls. I forgot about the pearls. And green garnet and aventurine. So let's see if you can see all that goodie. So this is going to be for one lucky friend out there. And don't worry, I'm going to pick up all these beads. So you're like, hey, go get all them freebies. I don't want them poured out on the table. Okay, I'm just going to do this real quick. I need to grab something that can pour without my palm. Let's see if there's a scooper over here. Scooper. You guys know how much I love a scooper, right? Big fan. I don't even have the sample because I sold the necklace. So, all right, this is coming to somebody. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, I pick from the comments section, just so you know. So pop in some comments. Let me know if you want this. If this is something you're interested in, just say, I would like that. And then
I want that.
I want that.
Double dip.
Double dip. All right, pass me another one, little daughter. We're on a roll here.
All right, so did you get
I got these guys.
all three of them?
Yep.
Okay.
Next.
And then there's this one.
Okay, this is a big
That
old
one's
bag.
Midnight Creek, I believe.
This is Midnight Creek. It's not even in a tin yet.
That's how old that is.
That's how, this predates the tin time, but we can put this in a tin. We'll put it in a tin. But look at this. If you like malas, this is also, did you discount this one? Look at this.
Yeah,
goodie. Check that out. Look at that
so.
palette of good flavor. Isn't that delicious? Oh, Jan says, I would love that black blend. Yeah.
Yeah, that black one is called
Barbara says, I
It's
love that
like-
iolite bundle. And Melanie says, I want everything you make. Thank you, my friends. It's all beautiful. And I see some of Tina. Hello, Tina. Is that your Tina, Azalea?
my Tina.
You know who
Tina
your
Lutz.
Tina is.
Yeah, hey Tina.
Tina in what we met in Fresno. Nancy said, I would love that special treat. Yeah. Cecilia would also like it. That's what I want to see, because we pick from the comments section. Ask some of our friends that we send. They just surprise. You get something in the mail. You don't even know what's happening.
You don't even know what's happening yet.
All right. So what was this called again?
That one's Midnight Creek.
Midnight
There's two
Creek.
of them
There's two
available
left.
in the world.
And Azalea has put a nice price on the DESTASH. So we're going back. This is like 2 years old. So sometimes things go through the cracks. If you would like to make a mala, you get probably, this thing will fill. I would say make 2 treasure necklaces, what you get for this. All right. All right. What's next, little daughter? Pass me that. Oh, did we get that pink and blue one? What's good? What's good?
This
We're
you
at
showed this,
25 minutes.
and you showed everything. So
Oh, all right. What about
now
this?
do the gem. I don't have a price for that.
I told Azalea just
Let's
now.
do the glass one next.
I thought we wanted to do the gemstones. Or you want to? This is a bigger job. The Swarovskis and dang! I said it again. Azalea was
You're gonna
like,
get our video
she's
taken
like,
down.
stop. You're gonna
This
get a
D-Stash video is gonna be up for all of 20 minutes.
It's gonna be
yeah.
on for like 5 minutes.
I know,
No,
we're gonna
never.
close it, and then it's gonna
No, it's
be
gonna be
a few
good.
minutes later, and then they're gonna take it down because
Clem
they
said,
have some
send
sort
me
of
anything
magical
anytime.
power.
I hear you, Clem. And I like that. All right, these are some cute hearts. So all these, if you want to know how I got these on there, I can show the full tutorial on Sunday. That was my big plan. I was like, I don't think I'll have time. Morphing Design says, all the kits are wonderful. Would love to get any of them as a surprise. Well, guess what? We pick, whenever we're doing a freebie, we look at the comments and we're like, who wants this? And that's what we do. And Barbara says, I was so thrilled with the double pearl tin I got. Thank you, Barbara. I like hearing it. And Nancy says, yes, send me anything. Perfect. Oh, and then Morphing Design, just say Austrian crystal.
There you go.
I need to fix my mouth to remember that, because that's how it goes. All right, so these are those, like, this is the most cheap beads in this collection, are these watercolor crystals, right? I got these for a project. I was doing this fairies thing, and I got way more than I needed. And let's just put these guys. This is the inspo, and this, I had a necklace, but I couldn't find it. It was on a different color. And this is super fun and easy. You're going to be like flabbergasted when you find out how fast this is to make. It's so fun. So that was the big, I think we'll sell this, and then on Sunday we'll do the tutorial on how to do it. All right, so let's look at what we've got here. Can I scoop these in there? I'm going to have to gouge them out a little at a time. Look at these hearts. So these would make great earrings. It would also make a good single pendant. Some of them have an AB finish. So those are, if you know, they have a more expensive. And these, they just add such a charming, sweet touch. I use the heck out of these. Wendy says, I haven't thought of those necklaces in so long. I know. Melanie says, you don't happen to have a Baba Yaga coin. Melanie, I keep forgetting to dig. I keep forgetting. I'll do it.
Ever since our the bronze clay switch up, we've been kind of
I have to test drive the new clay, and I just haven't had a chance. Oh, Silver Shadow. Who remembers that lovely name? So some Silver Shadow rondelles. So pretty. Guess what? It's gonna be. Wendy says a dragon's lair. Oh, Raven says, already got the mala and the crystals. The freebie would be a trifecta. I hear you. All right, I'm going to dump this. I need to figure out a way to do this. As my grandma would say, get the lead out. Or my grandpa would say, get the molasses out your behind. That's an old Southern way.
My Meemaw's old Southern way was, she'd say, y'all quit pussy putting around.
There you go.
I remember that one.
Yeah, it would just mean like you're taking too much time or you're taking too long to do something.
Oh, I know. Clem says, are those bracelets knotted, or do the beads just stay in place by themselves? They're not knotted. You could knot them. This is just a barrel, or not barrel, what do you call that? Macrame. And check it. They slide free. They slide. But they don't really slide. They stay in position. Oh, Silver Shadow. This is Crystal Cave, Caroline, and this is on the site. Should be on the site. I love crystals.
Yeah,
I love crystals of every sort.
Yeah, Rainbow Crystal Cave. It's I dropped a link for it for the website, but you guys are commenting so quickly that the link is quickly being
overshadowed.
Smothered in the comments, but I'm gonna keep dropping it so nobody loses it.
Yeah.
I wish I could pin comments from here, but you can't for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't do that. Look, I kind of love loading up my palm with all these. Look at this. And check these guys out. So these have the AB finish. Aren't those delicious? It's kind of over the top. I love it. All right. Oh, Raven says, I got the Baba Yaga coin. A pewter 3D chicken house would be very cool. You've been reading my thoughts. Has that been happening again? Everybody been reading my mind? Because I was thinking about that the other day when Melanie asked something like that, and I was like, maybe I'll do it. So these are all the hearts. Look how delicious those are. So fun. And this kit is like 20 something dollars. And that is so good because these crystals hold their value for sure. All right. I actually had to kind of take a moment because it was heavy. All right, look how pretty this is going to be. Get ready.
It's the pouring time, the combination time.
I know. Isn't that delicious?
Mm-hmm. You got to remember to pour in that side. And all of this.
I haven't even begun to pour.
Lord.
I know. There's so much. Azalea's, help me empty. All right. We have 30. We're at the 30-minute mark. Wait. Okay. Giving me. She's passing me. Okay. So this is Montana blue. Or no. This is indicolite. This is the indicolite color. Y'all remember bicones? Those of you that were on fire for these Austrian crystals, they don't read like that. They look like Montana blue, but this is the indicolite color. The much sought after blend. Oh, silver shadow. A little bit bigger. Gosh, they're kind of heavy. Look how delicious those guys are. It's like hard candies that would break the heck out of your teeth. Ooh, these are some more of them. I used to package my kits in these way back when in the 90s. I used to get these from a company called Amac. But they, you know what, I couldn't find them anymore. They stopped making them. That was a sad day. They were double size, and that's what I used to package up my bead blends. I know, aren't those pretty? This is the dual ones that my friend did the ultra, the ultra coatings. I don't use them much anymore. Every once in a blue moon, throw those in just for fun. You can get a good sparkle. This is that root beer. I am crazy about these. Check that out. That's a real 90s color, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Blue and brown. Remember how that was so big? Yeah. Special coatings. Check it. I know. Delightful. You know when I'm done with these, there's boxes all around me. Because I'm like, sorry. I shook this camera over. Totally 80s.
I know, with the synth wave in the background too.
The synth wave. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Alexander's like, what's this? Gosh, some random Roman glass. Get out of here. That doesn't belong.
That doesn't go there.
Ooh, cantaloupe color. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Those just look like little droplets of heaven falling in there.
Oh, there's the Pad Parasha. There's already a bunch in there. These are CZs. I got these. They're heavy. They're beautiful. I got them. You know what? I was going to set these in like cast in place when I was doing PMC. And I made a few pairs and they didn't melt. You think they'd melt? They didn't. Those are fun, aren't they? They're so sparkly. It's almost unreal. This is nice because it's not super expensive. You can get a bunch. You can you can get one Tim will last. How long did I have this for? And the last of these CZs, I got these pretty recently, last year at a show. And I loved them. I thought they had a good, as far as bang for your buck, they went, it's a nice sparkle. For those that don't need gemstones for a more, somebody that wants a little bit of sparkle, they don't want to spend a fortune on actual sapphires. I was like, I can make some earrings that are not so expensive. And they sold well. Oh, the crystals will look cool on Nile silver silk. Yeah, I bet they would. Nancy wants the whole bowl.
No.
Who doesn't, right? Let's take a close look at all that. Yeah, a lot of them you can see. I have a rainbow in my heart. You can tell I love that kind of unicorn coloration. Okay, and now for the fun part, right? I'm going to put this in here. Alexander's been waiting for how long for this moment to happen. So these are all the bicones that I dumped out into this plate here. Let's take a close look so we can see the colors. All right, get in there, show it. Yeah. So all of that is happening. There's some of those milky ones. That's some of my favorites. They're the opaline. There's some dual color. I have some fancy finishes in here. I was a big fan of the aftermarket colors, you know, because you could get some that were kind of cloudy. Like, look at that one. You know, there was a guy, I can't think that dude's name. Y'all probably remember him. If you did the Boot and Button show, he was set up like 3 doors down from me. And he specifically sold crystals with coatings. That was like his big thing. And they had some wild, gorgeous AB finishes. And that is what the majority, look at this one, the fire. That was like, there's a few in here that are yellow and orange and kind of swirly. So yeah, this is a good one. So this is a mixed size. The smallest size, I think it was like 4 mil. I have to shake those puppies in there. I've been waiting all day to do this. Here's I get ready.
There you go.
Yay.
Very nice.
And so this is how we will be selling them in, where's that tin that I had earlier? Oops.
Oh, I miss our old tripod.
Yeah, the old tripod. It's not a tripod. It hooks up to the table, and it's way better than what I have here. Oh, Michelle says, wow, my all-time favorite color is Padparasha. Me too. Kimberly says, we're going to need sunglasses. The sparkle is so brilliant.
I told you.
And I see... And Karen says, are you going to do rainbow crystal cave dips on air? I can do a few of them. I'll do a few, but I'm at the 37-minute mark, so I cannot do too many of them. But these will be scooped off air. I'm going to scoop most of these off air just because I'm so short on time this time. But this is going to be good, y'all. It's going to be so good. And this is what 110 will look like. I'll get in there and let me scoop it good, mix it so that there's a good blend of herbs and spices. So that's what one would look like. See what you would get. That's good. I mean, really, how can anyone not like that? I put these at a really fantastic price. So this is not going to last. It's not going to last at all. Partly because I don't want it to last. I want to clear some space on my studio. Tucson is coming up. I would like to, number one, get my floor finished. And for those of you that have donated to our GoFundMe kitchen project renovation, we 100% super appreciate you. We have enough saved up to do the tiles. We're still saving up for the cabinets. And then what I'm gonna do is make sure that it's not, that you get a good amount. So it's not gonna be just like one type of shape. I'm not just gonna do it where one person gets like all the, like you don't want just that. You want to get some of that sparkle from the bottom. So that's like good times right there.
You put the hearts in?
I put all of it in. So we're at the 38-minute mark.
This too.
Oh, I forgot that. Shoot. Yeah, I almost forgot some of these goodies. So these are some CZs I bought ages and ages ago. I bought them because they look like champagne diamonds. Aren't those pretty? Just can get a close look. Okay, we'll have to redo that. Oh, Michelle had some Rivoli crystals. I love them. Ah, yes. And these are kind of weird. They're like chandelier pieces. I think I got these. I don't know why. Who knows? Beautiful though, copper. I like a real copper color. I don't remember the name of it. This wasn't one of my in my playlist as much. I usually like Golden Shadow. That's what you're going to see a lot of Golden Shadow in here. It's one of my favorites. Anything that looked like champagne diamonds was a good one for me. Oh, I see our friend Debbie Johnson. And Jill says, wow, that's really spectacular. Raven says, I love when you get chatty. Well, thank you, because I'm always chatty. Well, not always, but I'm chatty right now because I'm excited. I'm super excited about this. And, you know, I didn't know if people will like this. I still don't know. You guys, tell me if you like it. Because if you do, give me like a thumbs up or something. And let me know that I'm on the right path to glory.
To glory.
To glory.
That's wild.
All right, I'm going to scoop a couple. And then we're going to go. And we're at the 40-minute mark. You think I should scoop now, little daughter, or should we move over and scoop after we've done the show, what we're adding to the other lucky dip?
I didn't know
Persephone's Cave. See, I have all that I'm adding to
Persephone's Cave?
Yeah.
I don't know what. Hold on. I just found
Carol
myself.
says, can we get a mix of sizes too in the
horrendous
scoops? Yes, I will do my best to make sure that you're not getting just big stuff, you know? All right, I see people saying they like this story. I'm on the right path. And I weigh them to make sure they're even, Steven.
Oh, yeah, everything's going to be weighed.
Everything's weighed. And the reason we weigh them is that I have to weigh everything to make sure that we can list it on the website. You know, it's really hard to determine how much you have without weighing it. So that way you can figure out how many units you can get and list it on the website. You can't just be like, well, how many can we do? And it was a little too chaotic to do it during the live last time when we had a lucky dip. It was super crazy. But what we'll do is each one has about 20 grams of stones or gems in there. And you'll get something that looks just like this. Look at that variety, you know. But I'll weigh them to make sure that you get. Oh, Carolyn says, I like this mix. I ordered 2.
Oh,
and
thank you.
Karen says, I love all your mixes. And I see Deb says, so gorgeous. The scoops are so much fun. So this is what's happening with this. If you like it, order it now because I'm not going to have any more. This is it. I dumped almost all my crystals. Unless I saved. I'm going to give myself and Azalea a blend so we can make some earrings. So just get ready. It's at the 42-minute mark. So I'm going to move on to adding to my other dip that you guys have seen last week. But I'm going to try and sell it some more. So I'm going to show this because I wanted to kind of move it, you know. I need to make some money. Azalea has her teeth. She has her wisdom teeth surgery coming on. What day is that happening? That's
The
on
20th.
That's on the 20th. So we have to raise like $2,800 for her teeth coming out. So I was delighted because I thought it was going to be like five large like my teeth when I had mine yanked out. But of course mine were like flipping tree roots, like wound through my jawbone. So it was a big production. All right, let me talk to you a little bit about this mix. Some of you already have this, but I will say I'm adding to it because I want to move it. And every time I add to it, it's a little bit different. This is the medium-sized dip. So if you got from us before the small, Lucky Dip Small will make, I have an example. Actually, I have several examples to pull. Some of you have seen some of these, and I put a bunch of them on my light. Okay. Oh, Abby says, your mixes are so beautiful. And my beaded bliss is, how can we order? Okay, well, this particular one is called Persephone's Gift, and it's on the website. So what we're going to do with this is I sell this. It's $5 a gram. You might be thinking, what's with that talk? And I'll tell you, I have in this blend right here, I've been saving some of this stuff up, getting, you know, I don't know about y'all, but when I am making stuff for myself or for my jewelry, I generally will use a strand and then maybe use half. Depends on how much I like it. But for the most part, I'll use maybe a quarter of a strand if I'm being honest. You know, sometimes you just put it in a bag and save it for laters. Oh, Helene said, would you please drop the link for the crystals?
That DESTASH page takes you directly to, like, it doesn't take you to the listing for the crystals, but it takes you to the collection page where the crystals are at the very top row, so you won't miss them.
Okay, so let's take a look here. So this that my finger's pointing at, actually, let me get that spoon, and you can see. I'm going to scoop that. In this little serving, this little bite, you have tanzanite. That's tanzanite, that lilac blue, that green next to it. Why, that's emerald. That's what that is. And next to it, well, that's ruby. Hessonite garnet, pink opal, and what else on it? Hessonite garnet. Right, let's take a look. Let's do another. Let's get a bigger scoop so we can take a look at that. Big mouthful at that. Delicious. So there's Larimar. You see that? That's Larimar right there. Faceted. When do you ever see faceted Larimar? Not that often. And that one right there that's hanging out, that little sparkly one, that's silver shadow sapphire that has a star. The base of this is zircon. I put six strands of natural colored zircon. So it's kind of that champagne color. I was kind of hog wild about it. So that's why I did that. All right, let's see what I have to put in here extra today. So look at this. All right, I'm going to put this in. These are not heavy. So this is basically, I'm giving this to you for free. Because as you all know, emerald opals weigh like an angel's breath. It weighs like 1 gram. It weighs like nothing. So this is practically free for y'all. So check that out. Jill says, I placed an order already for some yarn. If I add one of the crystal mixes, will you add it to my other order?
Sure.
All right, check this out. Look at this. This is some really beautiful, sparkly, faceted opal. We're going to put that. Patty says, what is this called? This is called Persephone's Gift. Persephone was the ancient, like, what is it? It's Greek, right? Persephone.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah, it's Greek, right? Greek. Hades and Persephone. Otherwise, it's Pluto, and Pluto is Roman. Sometimes I get them backward a little bit. Oh, throw the rest of those in there. And in this one, look at this. This is pink opal, but faceted. I bought my friend Jess about, I don't know, 25 years ago. She went to India, and I asked her to get me because I was making a lot of finished jewelry back in the day. And I asked her to pick up this size, and she got me several hanks. And when I'm talking about a hank, it was a full, it meant 25 strands. So this is what I have left of this after 20 some years. And I made earrings and necklaces with these. So this is really pretty. It's more pink in my eyes on the screen that I'm seeing. It's looking a little like, I don't know, it's looking pale. Oh, and Abby says, can't wait to see my Persephone's Gift.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be good. This is emerald. Oh, Wendy said, I just seriously want you guys to sell so you get the money of spending in Tucson. Yeah, I want to spend in Tucson. That's my favorite story. This is emerald, natural, no dyed. I didn't put anything dyed in here. So there's already emerald in this mix. It's faceted. Now we're putting in some of these like shiny rondelles. What's my cutoff time?
Probably 5:30. So you've almost gone an hour. It's been 49 minutes.
Oh no, I can't go to the full. Oh, all right. So I have
It's
how
an
many more
hour.
minutes? Okay. All right. So one of the things that I used to do, I'm going to show this. So this is aquamarine, and one of the things I did, if you make finished jewelry, you have to know your pricing. So what I did was I put in the prices on little tabs, paper, so I could figure out how much. So each one of these. I see a comment. I don't see this one on the DESTASH page. This one
Persephone's not going to be on DESTASH
right,
because it's
can you
not
do a
discounted.
link for this one? I could not. Listen, this one cannot be discounted. Oh, June did it. Thank you, June.
I was not thinking ahead. Don't
June just did
be
it.
slow. Come on, computer. Computer's giving me all sorts of trouble lately. I'm not gonna
All
lie.
right. Let me. I think June just did it.
I'm gonna.
As I was like, I'm already at it. I'm halfway there. So these are part of those Hank. So I got some aquamarine. I don't have a ton of this left.
Thanks,
But,
June.
yeah, thank you, June.
I got another one copied and pasted.
There's another,
just in case.
Just another one. Yeah, so this is all of that aquamarine. It's beautifully faceted, and check out that color. Y'all know I don't like to pick the low grade. Not that there's a problem with low grade. If you like lower grade stones, there's a time and place for all of it. Not everything has to be super fancy. Oh, and I have some more. Oh my, these are nice. Okay, these are some golden. Check out these. This is the left of this strand here. Some opal, more opal. Opals are light, nice and light. So that's practically on my end. That's giving it because that's not even going to register on the thing there. Okay, what else do I have here? Every time I touch this thing, it wiggle wobbles. I'm gonna have to get a new one and not forget. Oh, Kimberly says when I was a young girl, my pet hamster was Persephone.
Cute.
Oh, that's cute. Persephone. I was getting ready to tell about Persephone. Had to spend 6 months of the year because Hades kind of did like a little bit of a switch and tricked her into eating 6 pomegranate seeds. She wasn't going to eat anything, but these guys are gods and eternal, right? So they can I guess live off of 6 pomegranate seeds. I would have already eaten way more than that. But this is mythology. So that's why she had to spend 6 months out of every year in the underworld, and Hades would shower her with the fruits of the gifts of the earth, which was gemstones. And I can tell you, I would not mind that myself.
Mm-hmm.
That I'd be like, Persephone, do not complain.
Yeah, that sounds like a good gig.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. So these are rubies. I check them by looking at the flash. See, this is how you can tell rubies from pink tourmaline. See, look, when you go in here, let's shake it up. When they fluoresce, see how that one glowed? You can see whenever you get to the rubies, they have that kind of fluorescence. And here's some too. Check this out. When I showed this to Alexander earlier today, she actually gasped and was like, "What? Rubies?" And then she was like, "That made me break out into hives. I was so excited." And I was like, "Girl,
True story.
That's true
I
story.
showed them. Yeah.
Her neck was hot with the fever." And then Raven says her mother Demeter mourns when her daughter is in underworld, and that is why we have winter.
Damn.
Yes.
Ooh, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speak. That's beautiful, beautiful stuff. I know, deep sigh.
I know. It just doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Don't
They're
worry, we're gonna make
gorgeous.
some earrings, and I'll put some on your earrings
They're
for
so
you.
gorgeous.
Check this business out. I've been saving these for later for a hot minute. Check that business. Look at this cut. Check this cut in case you didn't. This is a different cut. These are rubies as well. Check this cut. You've seen these on my crochet necklaces. And if you haven't, look at this. I will put one. And to me, I make these last. Some of these strands were not cheap dates. You know that. If you've ever gone bead shopping, you know how it is when you pull everything off of a strand and you're like, this was how much? This was $75. Okay. You know that feeling. So that's what happened there. And I made those last. But now it's time to, it's time to pay the piper. You know how that goes. Did I put those rounds in already, little daughter? Did I do that? Can't remember if I did that.
I think so.
Did I do it?
Which ones?
These? Did I put those in?
I
think
remember.
I did. All right, I see some in there. Yeah. All right, this is heavy. What's in my hand right now is super heavy compared to those crystals. So the scoops for this is $5 a gram. It's a wonderful price. Nowhere are you going to get that kind of price for this amount of juicy delicious golden delight. I said golden because my eyes lit up on that Baltic amber that's sitting right there. There's pretty much everything you can think of. Well, I will say there's not a lot of labradorite in this one. Azalea forbade me.
Hey,
She was like,
you
get
know-
out of here with a labradorite. Get
Well,
out.
it's because I write the descriptions for all the listings, and it's like I was like, hey, wait a minute,
No
how
more.
come every single listing has labradorite in it?
Mhm.
Come on, we gotta switch it up
So
a
there's
little
no
bit.
labradorite in this blend. Or maybe there's like one strand. She's like, you can do one strand, that's it. No more. But for the most part, we have opal, we have some smoky quartz, we have some garnet, but the bulk, I think I have some citrine and lucite. There is sapphire. There's a lot of goodness. And guess what? This is legit. I didn't think this was real. We talked about this before, but pink spinel fluoresces. And that, see that bright pink pop right here? That, let me see, we'll have to hide the rest of it. When it does that, that's legit. Jill says, so this is not yet listed. This is Persephone's gift. It has been listed. It's not on discount. I am not, like, I didn't discount this one. It's already a very good deal. So I did not put a discount on that.
Are my links not dropping? Because I'm about to get mad.
Let's use that. So if you're interested in this one, this is Persephone's gift. I don't have time to live scoop this one. We may do that on Sunday if you would like. I'm showing this now. It'll
$250 per gram on the website. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Don't scare me. If I did it wrong, no way. Did I do it? I think she's
10
talking
grams.
about. She's talking about the crystal one. Is that if you?
Oh,
no, because
yeah.
I think that's even.
Well, we haven't
that's
talked
not,
about the crystal one in a minute. If it's $50 for a 10-gram scoop, that's $5 a gram.
Yeah.
My heart was in my mouth for a second when you said that. I'm not gonna lie.
When I read that comment, I was like, oh my god, did I do that wrong? Because then I'm basically giving them away for free. I just basically I was like zero profit. So that's not what I want to do.
No.
Oh, there's Herkimer Diamond. Beauty. No, it's not. It's 10 grams, Deborah. She says, yes, it's 50 for 20 grams. Is that right? On the website? Go reread
No,
it.
in the listing it says
go show it a little bit better, Zoya.
if you read the listing, it says this is sold in 10-gram increments. If you buy 2, 20 grams will be scooped into your 10.
Not including the weight of the 10.
So that's the part. This is sold in 10-gram increments. So if you put quantity 1 when you order it, you're gonna get 10 grams.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, that would be Magic Thread Workshop. Yeah, this is exactly the perfect thing. So I will show this necklace. So if you show me, Azalea, where that scooper is that shows 10 grams. I'm going to show it right now just so we have that cleared up, what you're going to get. So it's not a mystery. There's going to be no mystery here.
I can just show one of the ones that somebody.
Oh, well, yeah, we can show it.
Because I did.
Deborah, okay. So if you get it, we're going to do this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to scoop it over here like this. And that's almost 6 grams. And remember,
this one's Donna's. I have to ship it out. But this is what it'll come in. This is 10 grams worth.
Mm-hmm. This is Donna. Yeah, this is what is coming in. Hers. So this is, if you think about it, that is an excellent price. If you've ever gone to a bead show and you've purchased beads in your life at a show or a bead store, you know that is what you call a steal. Because if you've ever bought like stones, they do not. When you take it off the strand, it fills up just like this much.
Also, if you wanted a mix, it would be really expensive.
If you wanted this mix, this is over.
You have to go. You can't. Yeah, you can't go to the dealer and say, "Hey, can I get a small handful of this?" You have to buy it by the strand, and sometimes you don't get as heavy of a discount if they don't know you that good. Like they might think that you're just.
They don't,
Yeah. So.
And I've been given. I can charge this because some of this I bought 25 years ago. All right, so I can get away with it. Not everybody, you know, I made jewelry. I made my money on it, on a lot of these, but and so I can be in the position to share and, you know, charge a little bit less and not have it be so crazy. So anyway, this is 10 grams right here. You guys saw me scoop it. That's what you get. We're putting them, although they're not going to come in this kind of tin because this tin
doesn't close. It's going to come in the kind with the screw-on container, like I just showed.
They'll come in this type of tin.
Reusable.
So you can reuse it. There'll be space. This tin fills it a little bit better, you can see, but like it'll come in this size of a tin. All right.
It's just a better closure.
It is better.
We don't have to worry about anybody's beads busting in their package.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, this one is not, listen, it's not discounted, but that's an excellent deal for this. And when I'm out, we'll make another dip. We'll make a different collection, but it won't be these particular stones because, you know, sometimes, you know, if you dump them all in the bowl, then, you know, sometimes that's it. That's just how it goes with stones. Things have a season. And just like with, if y'all remember faceted pearls, it's just like that. You can't get faceted pearls anymore. You know, some things, sometimes that's the way it goes. You know, it's how not everything is infinite. And I actually can't think of anything that is infinite except for our consciousness.
Okay. Well, we've been going an hour.
As I was like, all right, we're wrapping it up. If she's going to start talking about that, we're done here.
Yeah, because we'll be here for a minute. And we
Okay,
can't interrupt who's next.
I'm not going to do it. All right, I'm just letting y'all look at this again. One more glance at that. Look at that. Yep. And I'm putting that out there because Mama needs to pay for somebody's teeth to be yanked out on Monday. So that's what that goes for. Yeah. Don't worry, daughter. Yours are going to be easy. It's going to be a piece of cake. All right, let's do this. Kaylee says Cynthia's bead soup dip is amazing. All right. This is, and now it's heavy again because I done loaded it up. I loaded it up good. And you know what? I might still load it. We're not. That's the thing.
It just keeps getting added to.
And I'm not adding. Listen, don't be afraid and be like, is someone adding a bunch of labradorite in there? Even though I love labradorite? No. If I'm going to add anything, it's going to be something special. Real special. All right. It's at the hour mark, and I don't want my friends to get mad at me. So I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to flip the camera around. And we are going to, I don't know who's next. I think we're the last people to wrap it up.
No, we're not the last. There's somebody else. I can't remember who was behind us.
It might be Kay. Not everybody participated, so.
Yeah, it could very well be her. Let me look.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now listen, this is just so you guys can see. This is one that I did with mini Lucky Dip. Some of these stones in that size are in this, but not as many. You can see the size difference, right? Look at that. So this is one size up. So this is mini, right? Okay, we're clear on that as being the small. And this is the type of necklaces I'm making. If you would also like to make these labors of love.
After us is Nile.
Oh, Nile.
And then
you guys know what I'm
going
to say about who? This could be my trivia moment. Does anyone know what I like to call Nile? You hear Zaya sigh really hard. He gets a little uncomfortable.
Does he even like it? I don't even know. I don't know.
I think he does because I like it, so he must like it. Oh. And you know, it's a funny story. When I met him, probably Azalea. I think I was pregnant with Azalea. No. You're already born. So it was like 15 years ago. And we were at the Bead and Button party at the Congress Hotel. And I was at the bar standing there chit-chatting with Nile, and Greg comes up and he's like, who's this? Who are laughing our heads off. We became instant friends from the moment we met. And he was like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? And I told Nile, I said, Nile, Greg is really uncomfortable with you chatting with me. And he was like, really? It was so funny. He was like, oh my gosh. He was like, he was just kind of flattered. And I was like, yeah, that's a good story. I mean, I guess it's not that good of a story, but anyway, Nile is a prince, and we love him because he is one of the kindest, most thoughtful dudes. And one other cute story is a couple years ago when we were in Tucson, this guy who I nicknamed the dragon dungeon master came to the show.
Stop.
I'm gonna tell it. Listen, please, just let me tell it. Stop talking. Just don't say anything. I gotta tell it. This is showing Neely as a good guy. So anyway, this guy comes up. We're set up at the show, and he is like acting like he's so into our stuff. And Azalea's like, "Oh hey," she's like 16, and this dude comes rolling in, and he's like, "So where are you from?" He's like really chatting her up. And he was texting her while we're at dinner together, and Neely goes, "Let me see the picture." And because I took a side shot just to
I was 18. There was
so
illegal activities.
It was
happening.
not 18. It was not inappropriate, except that he was like 5 years older.
He was 27.
Oh my gosh. So he's 27, and Neely goes, "How old is he?" And Azalea's like, "He's 27." And he goes, "No." And that was it.
I know,
like,
almost a decade older than me.
Yeah, he was like, "No, I'm not going to have it."
Well, I was not liking him. He was sending
he came
me,
in.
He
listen,
followed me,
crazy.
And then he was like, "Hey, I only accepted his messaging because he told me he was going to buy one of my dolls. It was like $100, and I was like, look, I'm not going to be stupid. I want to sell that doll." And then instead of buying my doll, he's flirting with me and sending me poetry. And I'm like, look, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then also he was polyamorous, and I was like, get up out of here, bro.
He's like, "Do you want to be part of my
like he
group?"
had a girlfriend actively, and I was like, look.
He's like, "Do you want to be one of my girlfriends?" And Neely's face was like,
Yep.
He's like, "Let me see the picture again." He looked at the picture. He's like,
"No, yeah, that was horrendous."
He's like, "No way, get out, girl, get out of here with that."
I was not going to accept it because it was already like uncomfortable. The age gap, the polyamory, the lying to me about buying my doll. I'm like, I'll talk to you if you buy my doll.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Why can't we?
It was really funny.
Like that was horrendous, bro.
Anyway, Neely became Big Brother role and was going to defend Azalea's honor and be like, "I will run him off.
Get him out of here.
I will tell him to get out." And I remember that very clearly because that greasy dude.
It was just bad. It was just so horrendous.
I know. It was funny because I had a lot of enjoyment testing that dude. It was one of the perks of being a parent, right? Is asking awkward questions and then seeing his expression. It's always like, "Mom, you're enjoying this too much," of making him deeply uncomfortable.
No, I didn't mind because I didn't really like him. Because he lied about buying my doll. I didn't forget about that. That's
Carol
an important
says, "Oh my
detail.
God, you're cute cat." And Clem says, "Sounds like a creep." Clem, now you sound like Neely.
That is a creep. That's the definition of a creep. Somebody 10 years younger than you who's only like 18 and got a girlfriend already?
Yeah.
Freak. Get up out of here.
He's like, I think we should all just share our love. And Neely was like, "No, I don't want to hear about no love sharing."
Help.
This kitty, eat it there, son. No jumping, because we got to. I'm on again, Azalea. I went over.
You always go over.
I always go over. I don't want Neely to get mad at me. All right, you guys. Prince Neely. You guys tune in for Prince Neely. He doesn't know that I shared that story. Anyway.
Well, I mean,
he's a good guy.
I'm the one that's in the part that's embarrassing, not him.
Neely was right on.
He's in the part of being like cool. I'm in the part of like where that was kind of like.
Clem said, "Yeah, guys like that bring out my protective side." I don't know that Azalea was any danger. He had this shirt that said Dungeon Master.
No, it said, "That'll be Dungeon Master to you," and it didn't even fit. It was cropped.
It was a crop top. He's wearing a crop top.
It was not a crop top on purpose.
All right, we're going over to tell about this crop top. All right.
Lord.
Wendy, I'm not going to say that one. Wendy.
Yo.
But we get it. All right. Oh, Jill says your cat needs to be a model. He is
true.
Yeah, he is a pretty boy. Look at him. I have that light shining right in.
He's devious for sure.
All right, friends. We've gone well over. All right, my friends. Yeah, it's a learning experience. Thank you so much for joining us on this fun new thing that we're doing with the TGBE, and I'm so glad that you could join us. We had a wonderful time, and I hope you join us on Sunday, this coming Sunday at 7 o'clock Eastern time. I will show you how to I mean, if you already know how to do this, you can just tune in to see some refresher. And we'll probably scoop live some of this dip if you want to see that happen. That's on the agenda. So we will see you all on Sunday, and stay tuned for
Bye,
our
everyone.
friend Neela with Silver Silk. All right, friends, thank you so much. We love you out there and are so appreciative that you are hanging out with us tonight. All right, friends, have a good evening.